Should you expect a fourth stimulus check? Well, some Americans are still waiting for their third stimulus payment or even a top-up payment from the IRS. Meanwhile, lawmakers and advocates are pushing for a fourth stimulus check. In fact, more than 75 members of Congress say that until the pandemic is over, there should be regular stimulus checks or recurring stimulus checks. President Joe Biden is being urged to wrap them into the $2.3 trillion infrastructure plan that he is now promoting and is planning to implement and is attempting to pass. And a new analysis from the Urban Brookings Tax Policy Center shows that another stimulus check, a fourth stimulus check, could lift as many as 7 million Americans out of poverty. Meanwhile, millions of Americans are still in financial distress, with about 4 in 10 saying that their income remains below its pre-pandemic levels. This is according to a recent survey from the Credit Bureau of TransUnion. Now, one area we do know for a fact that will be stimulated is that like button. Make sure you do give this video a big thumbs up, smash the like button. If you have been enjoying my content, make sure you do drop a big thumbs up on the video. It will just help out YouTube algorithm. It does support me and my channel, so I would greatly appreciate that. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you are subscribed. Click that big red button as well as the notification bell as well. That will actually notify you when I do post a brand new video. So I would appreciate if you know those few things from me. So where does a fourth stimulus check stand? Well, if we go all the way back to January, 56 House Democrats led by Minnesota's Ilhan Omar sent Biden a letter urging him to consider recurring stimulus payments, not just one-time payments, but rather monthly installments of stimulus. The letter specifically had said, quote, in part, "We are experiencing the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression, with millions of Americans either unemployed, forced out of the workforce, or facing a decline in hours and wages." And at the end of March, 21 Democrat senators then joined the chorus of voices calling for more payments. Quote, "Families shouldn't have to worry about whether they'll have enough money to pay for essentials in the months ahead," the senators wrote in another letter to President Biden. And the money people are receiving from stimulus is not going to luxuries or nonsense. In fact, according to a recent U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics study of how last year's very first checks were spent, many households have used the stimulus money to cover basic expenses such as groceries and rent. So they are going to necessities. Now, the Bureau also found that once those needs were met, people then used the money, some of the cash, to save and invest the money and also buy life insurance policies. The demand for these policies went up. But President Biden and Democrats could face an uphill battle attempting to pass and implement even more stimulus in this country because the latest iteration of stimulus, the $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill that President Biden signed last month, was passed using the budget reconciliation method, which allowed simple majorities in both chambers because all Republicans voted no against this bill. Even some moderate Democrats weren't in support of a third round of stimulus payments, so it could be even harder to pass another stimulus bill. This is also because the Biden administration has moved on and they are looking towards other priorities now, such as his infrastructure bill. That is a top priority now of the Biden administration. And the White House has yet to comment on whether more relief payments or any stimulus could be included in Biden's infrastructure bill. On top of that, more and more Americans are getting vaccinated by the day, and the stock market is reaching all-time highs. It's booming, and life is apparently coming back to normal. Thus, this lessens the perception of the need of more stimulus, and so I would not count on a fourth stimulus check. But so far, we do have 74 congressional lawmakers pushing for more stimulus and until the end of the pandemic. And these are also some top Democratic leaders. On top of Senator Ron Wyden of Oregon, you also have the signatories of people like Senator Bernie Sanders from Vermont, who is actually the chair of the Senate Budget Committee. You also had Senator Cory Booker of New Jersey, Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts, Sherrod Brown of Ohio, chair of the Senate Banking Committee, Michael Bennet of Colorado, and Kirsten Gillibrand of New York, and Alex Padilla of California. These are some very vocal leaders in the Democratic Party. It could be just enough voices to introduce another piece of legislation. Now, the Biden administration could also choose to look at other priorities when the new fiscal year of October 1st does start. The Biden administration would be able to use the reconciliation process once again, but they may not use it for stimulus come this October. Now, I'm curious, if you are on the Biden side, what priorities would you like to see from the Biden administration? Would you like to see gun reform? Would you like to see perhaps increasing minimum wage? Or would you like to see canceling student debt? What Democratic priorities would you like to see, if not stimulus, come this October 1st, when the Democrats can use the reconciliation process once again for the new fiscal year? Let me know down below in the comments. Now, instead of more stimulus in the form of a fourth stimulus check, it is possible that we could see permanent implementation of some of the features of the previous stimulus bill, such as the expanded child tax credit that's paid out in monthly installments, that could ultimately become a permanent fixture in this country. The speculation over a fourth stimulus check will certainly continue. I'd imagine you'd have more lawmakers and other congressional leaders talking about it in the near weeks and months ahead. But whether it's a one-time payment or a recurring stimulus monthly payment, do you believe that it is finally time to cut it dry and say no more stimulus, or should there be more stimulus payments? Let me know down below in the comments. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. More updates and developments are to come. If you did enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up, smash the like button. I would greatly appreciate that. Also, if you'd like to see more videos from my channel, make sure that you are subscribed. Click that big red button as well as the notification bell as well. And if you'd like to get some free stocks on me, use my links down below in the description when you sign with Robinhood and or Webull to get some free stocks, some valued up to thousands of dollars in some cases. So let me know which stocks you do get. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Take care for now.